on Hulu as part of the HBO free preview weekend, I watched La La Land this morning, actually. Well, not the morning of posting this, but the morning of shooting this video. And I gotta tell you guys, I wouldn't call this disappointed, because I've learned that whatever the mainstream critics seem to like involves some kind of pander job. And so I know better than to get my hopes up for something that has rave reviews, particularly when it's a musical about how amazing movies are. This could possibly be the most pandering Oscar bait film ever made. Like, the only way you could top this is to have a movie where the lead character is an Oscar voter and he has to decide how amazing his own movie is. That might actually be able to top this. So we have Emma Stone, right? Who, I've been too hard on her in years past. It seemed like she was given the role of hot chick without being the hot chick. But she really whipped herself into shape. She looks like she could get some of these parts now. I'll give her that. She's not unbearable, but her acting here is not that great either, because she's kind of supposed to be playing a bad actress who has to audition frequently. This is a musical, and it starts out with good musical credits, in a sense, credentials. This chase on the highway, well, not chase, it's a dance on the highway. Traffic's backed up, and everybody's just kind of sitting in the traffic. None of our leads are featured here. We have this big cast of people dancing and singing and jamming as they wait for the traffic to die down. And like, oh, well, you have to be in LA to understand they have traffic jams. Let's just pander to the LA community where the Oscar voters are, and then have everybody be in show business in the movie. Yeah, that'll work. God, I hate this pandering shit. This, writing-wise, this is creatively inept. It's just like, how can we get votes? Do this. Our lead characters were in the traffic jam, and Emma Stone's going through some lines that she has to read later. Gets honked at by Ryan Gosling, the male lead here. His name's Sebastian in here. Her name's Mia. I'm actually going to be able to remember these names. So she gives him the finger, and she's like, oh, hey, I should go now. And later on, he's playing at a club. Her audition doesn't seem to go very well. She comes in. People just kind of ignore her audition. Oh, hey, that's what auditions are like. Someone interrupts you. People won't pay attention. They're already looking at the last person, thinking how they can book her. They don't care. You came in too late. What? It's just like a real audition. You need an Oscar. The description here says winner of 6 Oscars. I don't watch that shit anymore. I don't feel like the Oscars are valid. But yeah, if you pander enough, I can see how this goes down. I know that they thought they won Best Picture and it turned out they didn't. I haven't seen Moonlight. I'm pretty sure it has a better story than this. This is a movie you don't even really need to watch. You can kind of like look at Twitter and then infrequently look up and see if anything's happening. Like I said, like the music is front loaded. Good dance there. She has this, June has this thing where she's talking to her 3 hot roommates. And they're like, oh, come on, you have to go to these auditions and these parties. There might be a face in the crowd that'll make you a star. All this. They have a nice little dance, even though it doesn't really do a lot of like outlandish dance things, breaking the fourth wall. There's some nice creativity with the camera work. It looks slick. It's well rehearsed. Where there are edits, they're pretty well disguised. Same goes for the car thing overhead. That looks almost like, hey, how did they pull this off? It's giving those kind of looks. Yeah, the movie looks fine as far as this stuff goes. As far as the production, you put a lot of money into shit, things should look good. And the songs aren't bad at the beginning, but then you just kind of run into this dirge where it just becomes a weird dancing movie without any actual singing. 50 minutes in, Emma Stone finally sings something. Oh, she slowly grows into Ryan Gosling. They meet over these different seasons. They met in winter and now they meet in spring. Those seasons are all the same in LA. That's the joke. What does she do for a day job? Oh, she's a barista on the lot at like Warner Brothers. Like, or Universal. Give me a goddamn break. Oh, and then somebody comes in and she's a big shot. Did you know that was? God damn. Yeah, so they meet up at this. They meet at a pool party, and she's kind of dancing to his guitar work. And he doesn't like being in this weird 80s band that shows up at parties, I guess. What do you want to do? I want to be in jazz, have a jazz club. Thing is, jazz is dying. Yeah, so there's no money in having a goddamn club. Shit's sake, you're broke and you want to put together a venture that makes no money. Great idea, Ryan Gosling, Sebastian. Ah, shit. Oh, well, what's she doing? She just keeps pursuing more work, right? And eventually they really start to hit it off. They go to the observatory from Terminator, dance around for a bit, and a scene that goes on and on where they go up into the stars because they're in the, what is it? The thing where you look at the stars when you're seated and then people feel like they're moving. Yeah, that thing. It just really gets to be a drag. There's almost no plot. Oh, the guy gets fired from a job here, gets fired from this. He'll take a job being in some kind of group that pollutes jazz, I guess, because it has some synth, some electronics, some dance music, and it's a hit, but oh, he's always going to be on the road. Oh, well, what do we do, you know? This is a shitty thing. Oh, meanwhile, Mia, that's Emma Stone, she wants to do a one-woman show about leaving her hometown to become an actress. And God, how much more on the nose does this shit need to be? Are you guys not sick of this? Oh, well, what are we gonna do, you know? I don't know, we need to break up or something, right? Well, if they break up because he couldn't attend her show, he was doing a photo shoot. Oh, well, the photographer is giving me all these weird instructions, just like a real weird photo shoot for this kind of stuff. I've seen that kind of stuff before. I'm just going to draw my experiences because my name's Damien, the kid from The Omen who has no creativity and is given privilege. Shit. This feels like a first-year drama student wrote this. Oh, we need to throw Oscars at it. As we persist here, Sebastian gets a call for her Emma. Why didn't this go to her iPhone? I don't know. You know, I thought this was going to be a period thing because I saw pictures of it and I thought, oh, this is a period thing. No, it's a modern film. It takes place now. Oh, but it looks so much like an old Hollywood film, you know, from the good days. Let's not be too creative here. Let's just make an homage to stuff that got awards back in the day, and then the voters are going to recognize that. Hooray, homage. Let's even go to a movie in our movie. He gets a call. One of the like 3 people in the crowd, actually it had to be 4 or 5, at her one-woman show, is like some big producer wants to have her audition for a movie. So he goes to her hometown, honks the horn on his car all obnoxious like, and yeah, he has really small, low headrests in his car. She has a Prius with no headrest, even though there's no scenes inside the car to justify, hey, we need to remove the headrest. Oscars. Right? So this crap's going down. He's like, hey, you gotta head back. I'm picking you up at 8 in the morning. You go and you kill it at this audition. It's what you gotta do. She's like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just a pipe dream. No, you go out there and do it. She goes to audition. It's worse shit. Oh, we don't have a script. It's gonna be kind of a working in progress thing. 3 months of that. There's like a 3-month rehearsal, 4-month shoot for a movie. Outlandish. At max, you're gonna get a month for a shoot. What kind of stupid budget do they have? This is bullshit. This would be, you're going to Paris, France to do a TV show. If it's a hit, you're staying over there. Because now they have to break up because, oh, well, I'm going to be on tour and you're going to be in France. What are we going to do? You don't have to live there forever. You're doing one movie. Shit. How do you think people work this stuff out? Bruce Willis had some kids. He didn't have to go live in Los Angeles forever because he did one Die Hard movie there. Blow me. She lands the audition telling a story that they must have been like, hey, we don't have to give her Writers Guild credit. We'll just steal this shit. I don't know what they were doing here, but we fast forward a bit because they're like, well, I guess we're done. Fast forward 5 years later. She's a big star. She goes onto the lot. Now she's the one ordering coffee, and everybody's like, oh, do you know who she is? Who didn't see that coming, right? Because we got to make her a big star. Oh, isn't it great to have a movie about an actress who's playing an actress who struggles and then she gets to be a big star? And if we give her an Oscar for Best Actress, it'll be just like that happened in real life. It'll be such a good story. And that's what they did. So yeah, Emma Stone wins an Oscar here. She, for the movie that is. Not the one in the movie, whatever the hell. That we never actually see them make. She's said to be a big star. She has a husband, a kid, and we're like, oh no, Ryan Gosling got left out. How's he doing? Well, he has a club, Seb's. The name she suggested with the logo she came up with, and he probably didn't even give her any royalties or any of that. She shows up by chance to see him perform. And it's like, wow, what are we gonna do? It's so awkward. He looks disheveled. She's a big movie star. They have this vision of what if the first time they met, he had straight up kissed her, and then she didn't call that sexual assault, and then everything turned out all roses for them, and it's a musical. It's like the old days, the golden age of the silver screen, Technicolor, and CinemaScope. Shit. That goes on forever. You don't even have to watch that montage. And then we flash back to the present. He's finishing up his song. She's leaving. They look at each other. He smiles a bit like, hey, I'm glad you made it. She's like, thanks. Oh, isn't that an uplifting ending? You can't get everything you want in life. Sometimes you're going to have to kill the family off to get your dreams. It's not going to be but you still get a family anyway, so look how good it worked out for her. Look how much torture this guy goes through so she can get her one-woman show that no one watches and land this big thing, and she just leaves him behind. Way to go, Sebastian / Ryan Gosling. I don't think you can come up with a more self-important, self-indulgent, pandering, shitty script. La La Land can... If you're watching this channel frequently, you know this movie sucks. Some of the visuals not so bad, like I said. First two songs and dances. The face in the crowd, the whatever they were singing when they were on the highway. I'll give it something for that, and that's it. La La Land, 2 out of 4 stars.